Bastards. How dare you? Oh well. Rean, seriously, come on, buddy. Yeah. I guess that means we're done here. Let's recharge. Alright. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Oh, now what? Something wrong, Elliot? Is it just me, or do you guys hear a sonata off in the distance? Oh? Now that you mention it, I do hear music, very faintly. I think I can make out a violin and a flute. Quite an elegant piece, too, from the sound of it. It doesn't sound pre-recorded, either. You think the sound is filtering down here from the surface? This way. Fee? What the? Is this a secret passage? The music does seem to be louder here than it was before. But you know, I feel like I've heard this tune somewhere before. We should try and see where it leads. Agreed. Let's see if there is some way to open it. Push the button? Yep. Quite musical. I had no idea there was a mechanism like this in an underground passageway. I can hear the melody more clearly now, too. Looks like this leads out to the surface. Okay, let's follow the passage and see where we come out. Here goes. How odd. And now there's more. Alright, what's going on here? Just Tira bomb. Laura's a bit of a slow swing, but it seems really powerful too. Alright, what's this way? They're dead.
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
Inside is Fortuna. Because we fight for fish. Hello? Is anybody here?
There's a light.
The sound's getting louder too.
We must be getting close to the exit now.
Let me rest. Bum, bum. Hyperspeed. Oh, what? Wait, there was a light, and yet... What? Ah! Isn't this, Mater Park? If so, we're not far from City Hall. Who's playing the music? Cause I can see this being just like the area theme. Oh, there they are. Huh. Who would have guessed that those underground tunnels would spit us out somewhere like this? The layout remained unchanged since it was created during the Dark Ages. You can really feel the city's history. It seems like the network of passages here is even bigger than Bareahard's underground waterway. Hey, Elliot. Is something wrong? Oh, sorry. I was listening to the sonata, then I realized that the musicians playing it over there are actually friends of mine. They look like students. They seem exceptionally skilled for their age. Oh, they are. I'm really proud to know them. Would you guys mind if I went over and said hi? No sweat. Go ahead. Perhaps we should go greet them, too. Okay, so there's the Crystal Garden. And there's an event. But there is actually something we want to do here. Hello there. Where are you all from? Pretty sure you'll come to a dead end if you go up there. Oh well, just be sure to stay away from the plants. My grandson and I take care of them every day. Will do, sir. The Crystal Garden, huh? Ooh. I'm surprised they let me in. Doesn't look like anything important's here. Let's say hi. Oh, sorry. The Crystal Garden is closed for the day. Ah, that's right. I do remember hearing that the Crystal Garden closes at 5 p.m. That's a shame. It looks like such a pretty garden, too. I wish we'd stop by a bit sooner. Huh, it's okay. We're not really that strict about enforcing the closing time. You're welcome to come take a look if you want. Still, the plants here do look prettier during the day. If you have some free time, try to come back here tomorrow. You'll definitely be impressed. Very well. I will be back. Let's see. You there. Gentlemen. Can you not loiter around while I'm talking to my girlfriend? Here, take this book and go somewhere else. It's embarrassing having someone watch us. Weird little...
This looks like a nice spot.
Weird little shit. Is that it? No, that's not it.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Okay, well... nothing else to do here, right? So, check out the stalls. Hello? You there? Golden juice, apple juice, and orange juice. Oh. But what if I don't want to? Hello? Aw. Little friends. Hello. Wait. Elliot? Elliot, you're back. Hey, great to see you again, Morris. You too, Ron. Kalinka. Feels like forever since you've been around. You seem like you're doing well. So, who are your friends? We're Elliot's classmates at Thor's Military Academy. It's a pleasure to meet you. It seems we're all about the same age, too. So you're Elliot's hometown friends, then? Which school uniform is that? Oh, we're students at the Music Academy. Music, huh? Yeah, it's an academy that puts the main focus on music. The school itself is on the outskirts of this district. A lot of famous musicians have graduated from there. Well, that explains why you all play so well. Thanks. Our academy always plays for the concert they hold during the summer festival every year. Classes are over for the day, so we're just adding a little polish before our performance. Oh right, this does seem like the perfect place to practice. Yeah, I can't believe how good you've all gotten, though. I mean, you were always great, but you've improved a ton. You must have been really practicing. You really think so? Well, we have been practicing. I'm practically hearing the songs in my sleep now. So true. I guess I'd be pretty disappointed if, after all that, we weren't getting at least a little better. I just wish you were here at the Music Academy with us. Oh, don't misunderstand. Doris has a really good reputation and all. So, are you still practicing the violin? Yeah, in club practice. I ended up joining the Academy's wind orchestra, actually. I'm glad to hear it. You really were good. I'd hate to hear you'd given up. Hopefully we'll get another chance to play together someday. Yeah, I'd really like that. Whoa, is it that time already? We'd better get on back to the academy. The festival will be here before you know it, and we've got practicing to do. I do admire your dedication to your craft. If you got some free time, it'd be great if you could come see us perform in concert. That goes for all of you. The more the merrier. Thanks. Looking forward to it. See you later, Elliot. Alright, later. Alright, Elliot. Time to start fessing up. Elliot? Hi. Hey, are you... No, it's not that. Anyway, how about we swing by the hotel and give our report, then head back to my house. Sis is probably busy cooking up a storm right about now. Okay, let's be off then. Quest Underground Passage Monster completed. Got 500 Sepith Mass as a reward. I mean, that's a good reward considering how, valuable it is compared to everything else. Still doesn't hold a candle to other regions, though. I guess it's because you get so much of it. That night, after enjoying a wonderful meal prepared by Fiona, we were invited into Elliot's room. Ooh, a piano. Several more violins. Jeez. Some flutes? Dude, how many violins do you need?
Whoa, this is incredible.
You could open a shop with all the instruments here.
A piano, violins, wind instruments, a robust percussion section. I'm assuming the papers in the cabinet are all sheet music?
There's no way you can call this just a hobby.
Yeah, coming in here, this must look like some rabid obsession to you guys. You know, my mom was a pretty famous pianist. Being raised around music like that, my sister and I ended up sharing her love of music.
Aw.
Really?
Looking at all this, I can see why you decided to join the wind orchestra at the academy.
Still, why didn't you go to the same school as the people we met earlier?
Fee?
Wait, Fee, that's not...
Don't worry about it. I'm sure this comes as no surprise. But I'd originally planned to attend the music academy.
Oh.
My sister and I grew up listening to our mom play the piano.
Aw.
Dad was more the strong, stoic type. He didn't know much about music, but he was head over heels in love with her. Our home was always filled with the sound of music, and it kept our family smiling together.
And
7
then...
years ago, Mom got really ill. Eventually, she passed away. After her death, my sister and I both wanted to follow in her footsteps. She enrolled at the music academy and began working toward a career as a pianist. Naturally, I tried to do the same, but Dad wouldn't hear of it. It's one thing to have it as a hobby, but the idea of a man of the Empire making his living through music is absurd. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, he just shook his head and refused to listen. Then he started recommending one military academy after another, trying to push me toward a career in the army. Eventually, I didn't have much choice. I had to give up my dream of attending the music academy.
So he's here out of no other choice.
I hated him for it. I really did. I'm no good at fighting, never have been. Get smoked in a real war. But after some research, I found one academy, Thor's, offered plenty of music-related classes, and that about half of its graduates end up in careers outside the military.
Smart man.
In the end, I met him halfway and chose to enroll at Thor's. Kinda pathetic, huh? You've all got great reasons why you're there at the academy. Then there's me, who'd rather be on a stage than a battlefield. But I couldn't go against my dad. For a while, I started to think that maybe my passion for music had kind of cooled off.
I mean, honestly, I think you're making a smart choice. Like, go to this academy, like, so you can get through your father's permission thing, study music, and then once you're out of there, like, you don't even have to join the military. Hell, you could go finish off at the music academy if you wanted.
But I'm still full of regrets about the music academy and the summer festival concert, so I guess it hasn't after all. Oh, I wish I could just crawl into a hole right now.
So that's how you ended up at Thor's.
I had no idea.
Do you regret it? Coming to Thor's and all?
Huh? Of course not. Why would I?
So, you don't?
Life at the academy keeps me busy, but I still have time to perform with the wind orchestra after class is out. And I feel like I really broaden my horizons every time we go on a field study. Honestly, I feel like I get more out of Thor's than if I had just enrolled at the music academy without much thought. Maybe it's because whether I decide I want to be a musician or do something else totally different, I'll at least have the chance to choose what I want without someone deciding for me.
Elliot.
Wow. You've really given this a lot of thought.
You really are strong, Elliot.
I wish I thought so too.
Yep, that's how it usually
Jealous
goes.
When I see my friends who went to the music academy putting their heart and soul into their music. But even with that, I've got no regrets about coming to Thor's. None at all. Besides, if I hadn't come, I never would have met you guys, would I? I'd regret that way more.
Aww.
How can you say that with a straight face?
Maybe he's just oblivious.
I didn't think I was saying anything particularly embarrassing.
I'd figured that most people would blush saying something like that.
Still, this is Elliot we're talking about. He can get away with it.
You're the last person who should be saying that, Rean. Actually, I just remembered. I guess I do have one regret after all.
Oh?
What is it?
Remember the summer festival concert my friends said they're going to be performing in? Back when my mom was still alive, she performed in it, and my sister played in it 5 years ago too. So I was really hoping that I'd be able to take the stage there one day too.
I mean, it doesn't have to be this summer festival. It could be the next summer festival or the one after that. You still have opportunity to do so. Afterward, Elliot decided to take the opportunity to spend the night at home. So the remaining four of us began to make our way to the old guild building where we'd be spending the night. I mean, that's one way to do it. It's like, hey, I'm taking a trip to my hometown. Why not? I can't believe it's already past 9. We ended up staying at Elliot's longer than I thought. Yeah, I wasn't expecting her to break out the coffee after our meal too. She even invited us back for breakfast tomorrow. We've hardly been here a day and she's already my favorite person. We'll have to thank her properly at some point. Still, you know, I've lived here all my life. But it's only now that I'm running around doing field study tasks that I'm realizing just how big this city is. Yeah, I'll bet. They're just going to slip tomorrow's task into the guild's mailbox, right? Yeah. They should be delivered first thing tomorrow morning. Considering how organized my father is, I don't doubt they'll be delivered on time, though I do worry what we're in for. I have this terrible feeling he'll put us to the tasks far more difficult than we can actually handle or something. Yeah, I see what you mean. 1 second. All the more reason we should finish up our report and hit the sack early, I suppose. Hey, what's wrong, you two? You tired or something? You've been awfully quiet. No, not really. However, listening to Elliot has finally shown me what I must do. V, I challenge you to a duel. What? What? Okay. Tonight, right? Yes, tonight. I fear I won't be able to sleep until this has been resolved. Hold on a minute. Where did this come from? A duel? What are you talking about? Exactly what it sounds like. V and I will face each other in a single combat to determine a victor. That's all. Oh, that's all. Are you kidding me? Well, you can't do it in a populated area like this, especially not at night. You'd wake the whole neighborhood. How about the park we were in earlier? Mater Park, I think. That seems an ideal venue. The area around the exit from the underground passage should be nice and quiet. Well, that doesn't sound too bad. But honestly, Rean, you're not just going along with this, are you? Oh, shush it. The capital might have a heady nightlife, but that's no excuse to cause a commotion. Bah. Alright, let's head over to the park then. The trams are still running, right? They run until around 11. Are we seriously doing this? Calm yourself, buddy. Alright. I've been told about this. Alright, so... give me 1 sec. Okay. Let's, Mater Park. Okay, pedestrian. The park scenery has an almost mystical air at night. It's nice. You're in luck. Not too many people are taking a leisurely stroll at this hour. Okay, that may be true, but this is still the capital. You really shouldn't be fighting here. How did it come to this? Put a sock in it, Machias. I apologize for burdening you with this, but I'd appreciate you keeping watch. This is ridiculous. Anyway, let's move over to that gazebo we came out of earlier. We're really doing this.
What a pleasant evening.
It's pretty relaxing.
Relaxing.
No denying those two have some surprising similarities.
Alright, we're done? Alright. So over here. Pretty small for an arena, especially with how we usually fight.
I don't see any people in this part of the park.
I'm fine with here if you are.
All right, Fee. Here are my conditions. If I win this duel, I want you to tell me about your past. Your personal history.
Oh, conditions?
At first, there was something about your strength that I couldn't bring myself to accept. From the moment we first met, I could tell you were holding back. And considering your build, your combat proficiency is extraordinary. It's simply too far removed from what I've come to know through following the way of the sword.
No doubt.
Really?
Yeah, all things considered, Fee's strength is totally improbable for someone her size.
To add to that, you were once part of a Jaeger corps. I can't say I've ever thought of the Jaegers in a particularly favorable light. If one defines knighthood as the way of the virtuous, how can the path of the Jaeger be seen as anything but corrupt? I came to believe that because we'd been raised with such strongly opposing values, I could not accept you. However, I was mistaken. After hearing Elliot's story, I asked myself again why it was that I felt such resistance to fighting alongside you. I tried to ascertain my own feelings, slowly and carefully. And that was when I finally realized, during all these months we spent together, I've known deep down that you were worthy of my trust. Our values had nothing to do with that judgment. It came from my heart alone. But in my stubbornness, I refused to acknowledge that one simple truth.
That's it.
In my heart, I had already deemed you worthy of trust. Yet in my mind, I still couldn't see past our incompatibilities.
What's the problem here?
I suspect that contradiction was what prevented us from using our Arcus to fight as one.
So, that's how it was. Did you know about this?
Yeah, I noticed during our fight with that monster earlier.
You aren't the only one who thought we couldn't get along. You live your life so... honestly. I guess somewhere along the way I'd given up on you ever accepting me.
I see.
Still, what does this have to do with wanting to know about my past? Why do you want to know?
Curiosity?
It's very simple, really. I want to know because I like you.
What are you...
I find it frustrating when I'm not able to understand those I've taken an interest in or have a high opinion of. I felt like this several months ago with Rean, and I feel the same way now. That's why I want to know your history. I want to know what shaped you into who you are now. That said, this is simply an act of self-indulgence on my part. Nothing more, nothing less.
I'm not sure what to say.
That's our lore, all right.
You really are something else. It's fine. I don't mind telling you. But taking your spoils by force is the Jaeger's way through and through. Is that okay with you?
It's fine. Because I have no intention of thinking of my reward as a spoil of battle. I'd much rather consider it an honor, bestowed for a hard-won victory.
Fine by me.
You just talk things out. Why do you even need to fight now?
All right, I'll officiate your duel. Neither of you need to hold anything back. If I think it's getting too dangerous, I'll step in and stop the fight.
Very well.
Thanks.
Go!
Shatter! Target locked. Here.
Impressive.
Same to you.
It's kind of a...
Then I won't hold back.
Fine.
Allow me to show my strongest skill learned from my father.
Then I'll show you my strongest. Learned it from the boss himself.
That's enough!
Billy?
I couldn't even tell who won. What about you, Rean?
I feel bad saying this after volunteering to be the judge, but as far as I could tell, it was a draw.
Really?
Well, I suppose it is what it is. I'll simply have to continue my training and challenge you again another time. And don't forget, I still wish to duel you as well.
Wait, why me?
Honestly.
Actually,
We're already
I'll
here.
ask this one.
Huh?
Jaegers are at our best when we fight at night. The darkness gives us an edge. But even after I threw out a flash grenade, the duel still ended in a draw. If we'd fought during the day, I would have lost.
That's
She has a point.
Well then.
very well. I'll accept this victory.
This is feeling very contrived.
Well, anyway.
I guess the two of us should go for a little stroll then.
I don't mind if you listen. Is that fine with you, Laura?
I have no objections. We're all in this together.
Okay. I used to be part of a Jaeger Corps called Zephyr.
I know of
Before
Zephyr.
that, my earliest memories are of explosions and battlefields. I found myself wandering in a war-torn hotspot on the outskirts of some country I never even knew the name of. Jaeger Corps threw themselves into battle for the highest bidder day after day, while I wandered alone. The man who eventually took me in called himself the Jaeger King. He was the leader of Zephyr, a pretty famous Jaeger Corps.
I remember that
He
name.
was middle-aged, crafty, stubborn, and lucky. He always seemed so carefree, but he never let his guard down. To me, though, he was the closest thing to a father I've ever had. The other members of Zephyr had their quirks, but they were all nice to me. As time went on, I started helping with the cleaning, the cooking, the packing. During my free time, they started teaching me all kinds of skills I'd need to survive on the battlefield. One thing led to another, and I ended up fighting in my first real battle. I was 10, I think.
10 years old,
The boss was
jeez.
reluctant, but after the others persuaded him, he made me a full-fledged member of the group. For the next few years, we lived and fought together. I even picked up a nickname like some career Jaegers do. Sylphide. We roamed all across the continent together. There were hard times. Times when we thought we might not live through the night, but we always did. Together. Until last year, when our boss died.
Oof. I
There was a
remember
clash
that.
with another Jaeger Corps, the Red Constellation. People used to say they were the only other Jaeger Corps in West Zemuria who could match us. Their leader, a guy they called the War God, had been on bad terms with our boss for years. Eventually, the War God and the Jaeger King decided to settle things with one big duel. They kept going for 3 days and 3 nights. In the end, they both fell. After that, the Zephyr I'd grown up with disbanded. All the members who were left just kind of scattered. I don't know where they went. Then, just like that, I was alone again.
Yikes. How'd you wind up here?
I don't know what to say.
After that, you ended up coming to the academy?
Yep. Just when I was wondering what I'd do next, Sarah showed up. She said she'd been following the situation between Zephyr and the Red Constellation.
Oh,
That's when
really?
we first met. I told her about what happened, and she dragged me to the academy. She introduced me to the principal, and after that, well, you know the rest.
Sarah Valentine, huh?
That's quite a history.
What's she doing investigating Jaegers?
Listening to you tell your story really brings into focus how limited my view of the world has been. But I feel like I finally know you. There's still so much more I want to learn, of course, but at least this gives me a base to build on. How about it? Care to mix things up a little?
Oh. Let's do it.
Up you go.
Now wait just a minute.
Should have known. I guess I've had this coming since the practical exam, huh?
Well, it's at your discretion, of course. I doubt either of us has the energy to fight at our peak.
But we'll give it a try.
You've got to be kidding me! We haven't got a chance against them!
Come on. This is a good opportunity to see what they can really do, right? Let's just think of this as a little bonus for our field study. Give it the best we've got.
Fine. But I don't intend to hold back, so I expect no less from both of you.
You have my thanks.
Here we go.
Round 3 against the guys.
Fine, I'll do it.
Alright, so these guys suck. Oh my goodness. Let's see, what can I do against them? Flash grenade. I hope I get lucky enough for that. Alright, Rean's been blinded, so
Of course.
that's gonna help out a lot. Let's get him with our Earth Cleaver. Reduce their movement.
Now. Broken.
I'll handle it.
Alright, let's quickly analyze them.
Yeah.
Rean Schwarzer, practitioner of the 8 Leaves One Blade School, which he studied under the sword hermit Yun Kafai. Miss. Good.
Okay.
Alright, another flash grenade. Let's go.
Here.
And Miss Machias.
Of course.
Alright. Go get him, Laura. What? What is... Why did I miss?
There.
Miss.
Okay.
Heal.
Go.
You have my thanks.
There we go. Some health.
Hang in there, everyone. Thanks.
We're not in a great spot here.
I'll handle it.
Just barely not close enough to each other. Analyze
Activate.
Machias.
My turn.
Take this
Behold, my most
and
powerful
shut up.
radiant blade dance.
Alright. You missed.
She's slow. I'll handle it.
Alright. Yes, I can hit them both. Oh good, I blinded someone.
Thanks.
I blinded Machias.
All right, let's do this.
He's motivating.
All right.
Okay.
And finish Machias off. There we go.
This is so ridiculous.
Of course.
Now for Rean. What?
Okay.
Second form. Gale.
Oh.
Right.
Alright, not too bad.
I'll handle it.
Second form. Gale.
Stop. Stop spamming.
This is nothing. Arcus activate.
My turn.
Here we go.
My turn.
Nicely healed.
Here.
Here you go. I missed?
All right, let's do this.
There's no one but yourself, Rean.
Okay.
Here
Here.
you go. Present from me to you.
All right, let's do this.
You're just wasting your EP at this point. Or your CP.
Off guard.
Get him.
Broken.
My turn.
Oof.
Okay.
Almost there.
Okay.
Should have seen that.
I won!
Targets eliminated. Let's get going.
Yeah, I can't take Sepeth from myself. Ah, screw you guys.
We did it.
Uh-huh.
You two. It's like they're off in their own little world.
I think we've just witnessed the birth of an unstoppable duo.
Hey, what are you four doing?
Oh, you're just sparring.
Crap.
Uh-oh.
Students, are you from one of the local high schools?
We received reports of a group causing a terrible racket in the park. What in Adios' name were you doing?
Please, sir, this isn't what it might seem like. There's a perfectly reasonable, though admittedly rather complicated explanation for all of this.
We're very sorry for any trouble we've caused. We tried to minimize the disturbance to others, but it seems we weren't totally successful there.
Perhaps dueling in the park wasn't as good of an idea as it first seemed.
Maybe the underground tunnels would have been better.
You know, it's a little late for such deep insights. Besides, who do you think were the ones who started this? Don't just act like you're some innocent bystanders.
We getting in trouble? Link level 2. Ah, there we go. I'll get everyone to level 2 yet.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
Ranked up. What do I get?
I've got
Gladiator
something
belt.
for you. Drinks are on me someday.
Alright. The 25th. Oh yeah, he doesn't have the key, does he?
Still asleep? It's almost time for breakfast.
Oh, it's you, Elliot. Sorry, we didn't mean to keep you waiting.
What's wrong? You look exhausted.
You might say we had a pretty eventful night.
Look at these geriatrics. On the other hand, as you can see, we have gusto to spare.
Yeah, sure.
Isn't that right, Fee?
And you call yourselves men.
How can you two just waltz around like that after last night? Are you even human?
Oh, just calm down.
Wow, what the heck did you guys do last night? The two of you look like you've been chased around town by wolves, but Fee and Laura are all buddy-buddy now.
Yeah, we'll catch you up on that later. First things first. Let's grab the list of today's tasks from the mailbox.
And eat. Let's see. At Fiona's insistence, they decide to have breakfast before taking a look at their tasks for the day. Food, food, food. Wow, so that's what happened yesterday after you guys left. I feel all left out now. You have our apologies, but listening to you talk about your resolve yesterday strengthened my own. I simply couldn't wait any longer. We'll treat you to something later. Consider yourself lucky you didn't have to endure 2 hours of police questioning afterward like we did. Oh, so that's why you all seem so tired. Yeah, it's not the lack of sleep that gets you, it's the mental fatigue. So, did you receive another packet of tasks from the governor? Yep, probably delivered first thing this morning before we were even awake. We'll look them over once we finished our breakfast. Agreed. Make sure you get plenty to eat so you'll have lots of energy for the day ahead. And there's plenty more where that came from if you can manage it. Alright, what do we got here? Heimdall Port Monster. A terrifying monster has been sighted in an underground waterway near Heimdall Port. Confirm the specifics with Don Berto, the port chief, then eliminate the creature. Made for walking. I need someone to test a new product. Come to Lesage on Vanquish Street and I'll tell you more. Oh no. Our family's kitten has gone missing. If you can help us, please visit us in our home in the Ost District for more detail. Looks like we've got quite a variety today, too. Yeah, one of them looks like it'll take us to an area we didn't get to see yesterday. Yep, that monster extermination request from Heimdall Port. We shouldn't have any problem getting there on the trams. Same for Mater Park, where we were yesterday. We'll likely have to visit a number of locations today as well. And considering that the festival begins tomorrow, I expect the city will be buzzing with excitement. Still, no need to rush. Well, take care, everyone. It'll be fun just walking around watching as everyone puts the finishing touches on their decorations. Right. Thanks, sis. Thank you for very much for making us breakfast. Alright, let's get started. These jobs aren't going to do themselves. Alright, and now... Alright, sorry about that. Well, we've got, let's see, 3 requests. Heimdall Port Monster, Made for Walking, and oh no. Alright, so Vanquish Street. Let's head there. So we gotta go to Les Sage. You there. Wait a minute. Well now, you must be the kids from Thor's Class 7. I'm Howard, the owner of this here boutique. You look shocked that I know who you are, but I was the one who designed those uniforms you're wearing. Is that so? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you then. Come to think of it, we just heard yesterday that our uniforms were made here. They're fantastic uniforms. It's an honor to be able to speak to the man who designed them. Huh, you're gonna make me blush if you keep all that up. It's really the other way around. You all suit your uniforms very well. You've even made your own little tweaks to match your personalities. Good stuff. Thanks. I'm guessing you're here because of that request I sent in, then? That's right. Can you tell us a little more about it? No problem. So we got some new shoes in. But I'd like one of you to give them a little test run for me just to see how they hold up in action. Oh, that sounds interesting. It's not our usual kind of request. Glad to see the interest. So, you got time to wear some shoes? We'd be glad to help. That's the way. Just what kind of shoes do you need us to test? They're actually the Strega Corporation's newest design. The Strega Corporation? I think I've heard the name before. I don't know my shoe brands very well. Not very popular in Erebonia, huh? I guess they ain't that popular here in Erebonia. I do happen to be familiar with them, actually. I believe they celebrated their 50th anniversary last year. They're from Lehman State, right? Yes, and yes. I'm pretty impressed you two know so much. Same here. I read about them in a magazine once, that's all. I just realized that you're wearing Strega shoes yourself, young lady. Strega stuff is easy to move in and durable enough. They're pretty decent. Good to hear some positive impressions. Anyway, I should probably explain what I actually want you to do. Or I will, after we decide on who will be wearing them. The ones I've got here are for girls. Specifically, girls who are maybe 160 to 170 reg tall. I've only got one person here that fits that bill. You're up, Laura. I can't imagine anyone else in our group wearing them, at least. Then it's sorted. Mind if I ask you to put them on now? Of course. Laura received and then put on the ladies' Stregas. Seems like they're a perfect fit. You'll need this as well, so here you go. Orbital pedometer. What might this be? It's an orbital pedometer, which you'll use to keep track of how many steps you've taken. It works in tandem with the transceiver and the shoes to count all your steps. Yeah, it sounds like overkill, but I like my data as accurate as possible. It definitely seems thorough. Is there a specific number of steps you'd like me to take before we return? I think 2,000 steps should do it. You can walk around more if you want, though. The results should be the same either way, so more steps isn't better or worse. Either way, once you clear 2,000, come on back and talk to me. Understood. Okay, Laura, ready to do some walking? Always. Laura's shoe equipment slot has been changed to a pair of Lady Stragas. Note that the step count will not increase if you remove these.
Leave it to me.
Of course.
Does she have to be, like, wearing them? Or, like, in the party thing? I wonder. Nope. Okay. I thought they were different. Lady Stragas. They're actually better than what I'm wearing. Alright, so we got an orbital pedometer. 10 steps. Alright, so with that, you know what, I'm going to keep Laura in the lead. Why not? Sounds like fun. This takes me back to when we did this in Trails in the Sky. Oh, she was so happy about that. Let's see. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Let's see. For this one, we need to go to the Oast District. Alright. Let's head on out.